Evening all, and welcome to episode 78 of Kerbalism. We are starting this episode off launching another tour rocket. This one is going back to our asteroid because we've got another contract to do that, as well as fly some Kerbals over the great crater, the impact crater that's on the other side of the planet, so we can do that all in one go, hopefully very simply. And here we are, up at our asteroid, once again employing the use of these wonderful tiny lithium engines. I really wish I'd have taken Nod's advice sooner and installed near future. It's a wonderful mod pack actually, wonderful mod series. I quite like the near future technologies. So yes, we are here, but you'll notice there's no claw on this. Nope, instead we have a docking clamp. And the idea is, we are going to have Genrina come out and attach that to the asteroid. That way we can actually physically dock with it, which will make life a lot easier. We do have a backup, however. Should that not work, we can stick one of these on there, because Genrina's got one in her inventory, and then just dock the two together that way. That would probably be easier, but I want to try actually physically fitting a docking port to it first. However, the docking ports are too heavy to carry. So we're going to have to get the ship so close to the asteroid so you can literally just pick it off, turn it around and plonk it on there. But the question is, where? Where do we want to put it? I mean, up here would be good. Somewhere where it's sort of completely out the way. I actually do think that's probably the best place. Right there. Oh yes. That's where we shall go. Okie dokie. Genrina, out you get. And bring up your inventory. You shall equip that. There we are. And we're going to be putting one of these ground plates on there because they could be attached to, well, anything they like really. Slow down. Whoa. Look, we started it spinning now. It's strange just how easy it is to make an asteroid do that. It is very odd. But anyway, right. So. It would appear that we can't actually attach that for some reason. Can it be used for surface attachment? It needs to be attached to the ground with a wrench or screwdriver. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Top or bottom mode? Do we just want to click and put it there? Let's just try a... Okay, and then we'll bump into the asteroid, and nope, that did not work. Okay. So, let me figure this out, and I shall be right back. So, I'm not sure why, but this ground plate cannot be attached to the asteroid as standard. So I have instead put down this little tiny port that was down there, one of those, what's that called? One of those, and then attach that to it. And now I'm just going to hopefully grab that and change it to docking mode, and then strap it on there like that, and there we are. Now we have a docking node attached to our asteroid. It looks a bit weird, it's not exactly in the best place, but it's there, and most importantly we can now actually dock with the asteroid. So let's come in using our RCS very, very gently. And try and get a nice hard dock. I don't know if our wings are going to tap the asteroid. I hope not. I'm not sure what these magnets are going to do, considering how light the asteroid is. Ooh, it's going to make the asteroid spin. There we are. There we are. Docked. We keep getting that warning about nitrogen, and I think that is just this. Yeah, I think just because that stores so much nitrogen, it's there. Quite interesting, all the things have been re-enabled on it. Anyway, we've got some nitrogen in here, I think. Yeah, we're good. So we are docked, which means, in theory, don't need that one. Need that one. Where's the impact crater? We don't need that one. Impact crater. There we are. We are docked. We have our tourists. 40 minutes left. So they will happily sit here for a quarter of an hour, and then we'll look at aiming back and trying to get a lovely flyby of the impact crater. And on the way back to Kerbal, I managed to get a flyover of the impact crater to complete the contract. Now what we need to do is re-enter and land safely. Re-entry itself isn't really a problem. This craft can deal with the heat quite easily, but stability, well, that actually is a bit of an issue. And here we are coming in for a landing in the desert. During re-entry, this thing flips out like mad. It's stable once the atmosphere gets thick, but actually during re-entry, it wasn't happy. Oh, get down, get down, get down, get down! Oh, I've lost the engines. Oh dear. Ah dear. Oh well. The important parts are, yeah, we have the crew, the tourists, and the nuclear reactor. That's all here. Yes, we lost the engines, but oh well, not a great deal. We are a fair distance away from the KSE, and I can't drive anywhere because obviously we've got our engines now. So I guess we'll recover it from here. And there we are, no signs, that's fine. We've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of funds. Lots getting back for the ship, but more importantly, the mission's complete. That puts us on 4 million. That's our record. We are up to, that's the highest money we've ever had. Now, there is another reason I wanted to get a bit more money. I would like to upgrade the vehicle assembly building. Because at the moment we're allowed 255 parts, and if we upgrade it, we're allowed unlimited. Because there's something I want to launch which is probably overly ambitious, but I want to give it a go anyway. And this is it. 75 meters tall, 945 tons, almost 1,000 credits, and comprising of 309 parts. This is my deep space science vessel. This one vessel is going to take a complete comms relay to to Eve and Moho, which are the launch windows we have coming up. It's also going to deploy satellites in orbit of each one. It's going to take science readings, and it's going to come back to Kerbal. That's the plan for it. It's a long, deep space mission. It's going to comprise of several different parts. I think the idea I saw was go to Moho first, then come back out to Eve, but I'm having to double check that first. It does use these wonderful lithium engines again, and the ship is just full of it, so it's got ridiculous amount of delta V. I think it's something like 21,000 meters a second or something. So yeah, it's got a lot. So it's going to be going around doing that, coming back, and bringing us all the science back, bringing us all the wonderful things back, but more importantly, obviously deploying some satellites to do our complete scans of Eve and Moho. The satellites have got every single science experiment I can think on it. And also, it's going to put up a comms relay around them. It's got 6 satellites on board, 3 for each planet. So, if we ever go there again with probes or with anything, we've got communications there already. So, hopefully I've got that all right, and they've got the proper range for it. So, I think I have, because of the initial Moho probe we sent out there. So, yeah, that's the plan. And because it does have this Mega Delta V, I'm actually going to launch it early. That's the reason we're doing this. It's going to go off early. It's going to leave to go to Moho first. I'm not sure how many days early we are, but we're going to go a more direct route using these wonderful lithium engines, and yeah, they're going to hopefully this ship will do us proud and bring us back all them wonderful science points that we need to finish off our tech tree. And here we are up in orbit. Now, I've spent a little while trying to get a encounter with Moho, and I've failed. I cannot figure out how from Kerbin to get to Moho from here. So, I bit the bullet and I've installed MechJeb. MechJeb here obviously has a wonderful maneuver planner which lets you transfer to another planet. And if I select to do it as soon as possible and create the node, you'll see it doesn't really work. It's saying that our closest approach is going to be right here next to Kerbin, which isn't very helpful. That's obviously not what we want. We want somewhere, well, our close approach to be somewhere around here, I would think, somewhere closer. Even if I tell it to do it at the next transfer window, which is in 54 days, it does the same. It says our closest approach is going to be here. So, I'm a little confused by it. I know I have to change my plane because that is not level. So I'm thinking if I was to just tell MechJeb to fire now and let it go, and then once we're out of Kerbin's sphere of influence, we can adjust our plane, our inclination, and see whether we can get an encounter that way, I'm guessing. We have obviously got 18,000 meters a second of delta V, so we're pretty good for that. It's not the 20,000 that I figured out when I was in the VAB, but I don't quite know what's gone on there. But yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking if I just basically click that, tell it to do that, it's going to sort out a 12-minute burn. It's a long burn. To take that to Moho, and yeah, I think whilst this craft's on its way, we will go back to Minmus and finish the base off there. Obviously, it's now got all the construction ports there, so we could actually finish off the base and set it up how we need to, without all its extra legs and bits in there. Trying to build the base in a better way so it's not got a bad frame rate. So yeah, I think that's the idea. So yeah, we'll sort this one out. We're obviously going to be burning straight towards our planet to start with, and I need to turn the reactor back on again because it overheats. We're using the Prometheus reactor in this one. It's a bigger reactor. Hidden away in here somewhere. We're going to time warp again. But yeah, it's a slightly bigger reactor. Does 2,000 electric charge a second, and these engines use 1,000 a go. So yeah, this vessel is good, I hope. I'm going to rotate it around so the solar panels are pointing the right way. Yeah, so I think we're all good. They're going to warm up, and yeah, I'll see you when we're on our way to Moho, I guess. So, whilst I've been messing about in Mimma space, putting things around, the clock has ticked down and our lower part of our hotel is ready to be assembled. Used up most of the docking ports, I think, the rocket parts, and we can finalise it. So, here we go. Wow, that is close to those solar panels. Ooh-wee. Right, okay. But it's there. So, I don't want to let it go just yet. I want to position this around the other side first, because it's got no control. It's completely a dead stick, as it would be. So, let's see here. We don't need these rocket parts anymore. So, what we'll do, we will in fact couple from there. Switch over to this, and I think I went a bit overboard on the radiators here, if I'm honest with you. They, based on the other things I've built, I don't think you need radiators this big unless you're going to go with the great big Hermes reactor, which is huge. But this would all become part of my orbital hotel, so maybe that's not such a bad idea, because, well, we can call the whole thing. Right. So, we need to move away. And then move ourselves to the other side. So, if I point that way without smashing any panels off, hopefully. Travel down there. So, lots of fiddly manoeuvring later, and we are pretty much in position. I don't want to dock with it, because obviously it's not what we need yet, so let's switch back over to this, and we will bring up our UI again, and we don't need to fill it with anything, so we will release it. And disaster strikes. Yes, releasing that fuel tank caused it to flip round and smash all of our radiators off. They're completely gone, which means I can't use the engine now because, well, I need the reactors to run at full power and it's going to get pretty hot pretty quickly. However, I do need to catch that station, that fuel tank, sorry, and I decide, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but I decide I'm going to go and catch it and dock with it without using time warp to stop it spinning. And a bit of perseverance pays off. There we are docked to the fuel tank. Essentially, that's what this is. It's a fuel tank. It's got a bit of monopellet storage as well. And yeah, it's got large docking ports on the end and smaller docking ports hidden away here. Smaller craft to attach to. So it's capable of taking all sorts of things. But of course, we need to get it over to our orbital hotel, which would be easy, usually, because we have this giant engine, which is really powerful. The Colossus, it's really the biggest engine you get, really powerful, and we've got the big flat fission reactor to do it. but I now can't turn them on because we don't have any radiators. So let's put this thing prograde. Try and get a bit flat. I don't know whether that's going to already be overheating or not. It's not at the moment. And let's see now. Can you repair radiators? It's practically new. I don't believe you. And no. No, she cannot. Okay. And she doesn't have anything to take them off with. Not sure why we're spinning. That's odd, but right. So, we are in a spot of bother. Well, after using a lot of more repellent, like over half the tank, I am back here at our rocket storage because I had the idea that we might be able to print ourselves some new radiators. I'm not sure how much they require. I do know that this thing likes to spin a lot. It just likes rotating for some reason, and I'm not sure why. There we go. Right, so, Milma, you're the engineer. You are going to go over to our... Whoa. To our rocket storage, and we're going to fire up the 3D printer and see what we can build to try and get ourselves some radiators. I could steal the ones off this, but those little ones aren't good enough really. I need at least the medium panels. So yeah, let's in you get, and see what wonderfulness we can build to make ourselves some radiators. And with our 3D print complete, we can head down. Our solar panels are getting a bit warm. I had to turn off the reactor because, yeah, it was starting to get warm, so thought we best turn that off. Yeah, here we are. One thing I did do was connect the two craft together because I realised she did have a screwdriver. Well, she didn't, but Kundrid had two in his inventory. So I don't know how we stole that from her, but he did, and we put that on there. So ironically, I didn't actually need to put one in here, which is what I did. Yes, I put one in there. So I need to get these out. I can't put them in my inventory, they're too big, and put them over there. Not really sure how to do that without quite literally bringing the craft over. Let's try that, shall we? We can... Oh, no, I need to go back. Oh. And unlink that. Yeah. There's no nitrogen left on board that's fine. I really don't know where half the nitrogen's going. I think when Kerbals EVA, they use a lot of it. So, and then you don't get it back when they go back in EVA. So, yeah, that's probably the issue. Right, so we will back up. And get kind of as close as we dare. Hopefully without squashing Milma. No, she looks like she's out of the way. Okay, and right, so stop. Stop, stop, stop. Although I suppose a little gentle nudge isn't going to hurt. So, Milma. Here we go. You are going to have to open that inventory and oh, can't. Okay, it can't pick them up. So right, on there. One there. And I'll rotate you around, I hope. Got electric? Yes, you have. Round and round and round we go. Yep, that'll do. Right. Moonway keeps floating away. Come on. Come on, I need the inventory. Thank you. That one out. We attach this one to there. And then the final one, we're going to attach this one to there. I'm sorry, that just got such a long reach. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm going to leave the screwdriver in there in case we need it in the future. So, I'll leave them other ones on there as well. They can just be there. Probably should remove them because they're dead weight, but nah. Okay, grab onto that. Board the spacecraft. Move the hell away from everything before you break these panels this time. Point prograde. And we will extend our radiators. Hope they don't explode. Right. And then we shall start our reactor. Boom. Up to temperature. Let's turn it all the way up and see what happens. It's looking good. Okie dokie. They are rising in temperature, so let's I know if you accelerate time too fast the radiators go bananas on you, but well, that looks pretty good actually. 27 and holding. So yes, I think we're good. Of course, the test will come when we fire this engine. So we need to set this as our target and head on up to it. So I think let's see here. That's going to be miles away. Okay, so we need to go up in orbit. There we are. Up in orbit seems to do it fine. Right. And there we go. That is good. What's that? 8.3 kilometers. That's close enough to start with. Yep. And then we can obviously match it up there. We are on the same plane. Yes, we are. So, okay. Now, that's a 315 meters a second burn. We activate our engine here, and it says it's going to be about 3 minutes. Nice and easy. So, we will head up to our orbital hotel. We have got like nearly 12,000 meters a second in this, so maybe that was a little bit overkill. I'm not sure, but then I was toying with the idea of maybe moving the hotel like further out, but I haven't really decided yet. So we've got the engine if we ever need to do that. So I shall move this up to the orbital hotel, and I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.